Okay, so just to stay, so you would have, many of you will have seen the news event and the in the Health and Care Research Wales Bulletin and the press release around about the new personal award schemes. So this is a set of new schemes. These are all funded through Health and Care Research Wales that we have developed really as a result of trying to address the recommendations of the review of research careers, which was published in February last year. So just in brief, we have 8 new personal awards that are being launched. I've got them color coded to try to show which ones are for higher education and NHS and social care, and which ones are only for NHS and social care employees. So the green color coded are only open to people working in the NHS or social care. The pink and the purple are open to anybody, irrespective of employing organisation. And what you can see is that we've got the Research Training Award and the Emerging Researcher, which is more early stage. We've then got the Personal Award Accelerator, the Advancing Researcher, and the Trials Development Award, which are really for people at who have a PhD or are working towards a PhD, but have an understanding of research. So it's that for that next step of research. And then we've got the Health and Care Research Wales fellowships as well alongside. So those are the ones in purple. So I'll go through each of the individual awards, but just to give you an idea of timelines, and when these calls open. So we've already launched the Research Training Award. So that's had one round already, and we have made, I think, 8 awards within that scheme. And the Research Training Award is only open to, or is not open to people working in higher education institutes, but is open to people in the NHS and social care, as is the Emerging Researcher. What you then see is with a set of 3 awards that will be opening in September this year. And then the fellowships are opening in October, and the Trials Development Award will open next March. And you can see where we think people might be interested in terms of which different awards. So if I just go over the different schemes. So the Research Training Award scheme is really to apply for funding for taught health and care research methods with a research placement option. So it's allowing for people to get that additional robust research methods training that will put them onto a competitive playing field so as to apply for a doctoral fellowship of some sort. So this is really for people who have an interest in research but don't quite know where to go. They need to develop their method skills, and those could be in any research methods area per se. The Emerging Researcher is really for those very early stage research interested individuals. We are expecting mentorship and academic support for all applicants, and this will allow you salary cost support up to 2 days a week for 2 years with some reasonable research consumables. And this is really giving you some time to do some research, to gather some proof of principle data, to start to really explore your ideas in research. We then have the Personal Award Accelerator. There are no restrictions on your applicant's employer organisation. And this is really around giving people the time to develop and support competitive personal award applications to UK funders. So this would be, for example, the Medical Research Council CARP scheme, or some of the ESRC social care fellowship schemes, or some of the major charitable funders that offer fellowships across the UK. We do expect applicants in the NHS or social care to have an honorary contract with their relevant higher education institute so that they can access all the academic support and resources that they need. And so for those of you in the NHS, we would like to see you working with your university health board or your associated university. Looking for opportunities for networking and internships would also be important, and this will give you salary costs for up to a day a week for a maximum of 6 months. The advancing researcher also has no restrictions on the employer's organisation, and this is focusing on those who want to make the step from their early stage to their first-time Chief Investigator Awards, large-scale NIHR or UKRI grant applications. And again, it's salary costs for up to 2 days a week. So essentially, if you look at these, the emerging researcher and the advancing researcher, it's providing a similar kind of support system as to what the Research Time Award applications or Research Time Awards used to provide. But what we're really trying to do is create more opportunities for the earlier stage researchers. The Trials Development Award is for people who are wanting to work towards leading a funding application from Wales as a chief investigator or with support of a senior co-applicant. And it's intending to allow you to spend a day a week in a UK CRC registered clinical trials unit to understand the components involved in running a trial, but also to work up a trial grant application. And then finally, we've got the Health and Care Research Wales Fellowships. So the big change here is that Health and Care Research Wales, within their personal award schemes, are now offering a salary replacement doctoral award scheme. So this is for funding for your directly incurred salary costs for 3 years whole-time equivalent and PhD tuition fees with some costs for an appropriate research project and a training and development program. We also have the Advanced Fellowship Award, and this is for people who are postdoctoral. There's no time period post-PhD, no minimum time post-PhD, except applicants may not hold a professorial level appointment at the time of application. And this will give you funding for salary costs and the costs of an appropriate research project. We also have a Next Steps Award. So that is for salary replacement doctoral award holders only, recognizing that they may need some additional time just to really put them into a good position to submit for an advanced or postdoctoral fellowship. But that is it is only for current award holders, and that has got a rolling call date. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the overview slide before, so that you can see those as they are, and just to remind you of what the different schemes are and what they're called.